My name is Andy Morris, and I am the musical director at WJ Stage. So that means that I conduct the orchestra for Les Miserables.
All right, and where do you start when putting on a musical?
The first step is usually the year before, and the adult directors get together and talk about how much money we have, the strengths that we have in the student body, and what shows that those strengths might play well to. And then usually over the summer we work down to a list of about 3, and then just as the school year gets started, we start seeing how the students are acting. We usually pick one that we think will do pretty well.
Okay, so once that choice is made, what needs to get done before you can get everyone together and start
So
rehearsing?
From there, the adults have like different jobs that we do. For me, my first step is to do some research. I usually try to get a copy of the score, start studying it, start getting to know both the vocal parts and the orchestra parts. And then I'll start making sure that I have students who will fill out the instrumentation. I'll start making sure that I know how to conduct it. And then when we really start getting close, I'll start making a rehearsal schedule. So the first step is like taking all the numbers and trying to group them into just like an easier order in which to teach all the music, and then presenting that to the students, making sure the schedule is organized, usually selecting excerpts for each instrument to make some auditions, and then finalizing a personnel list, and all that will happen before the first rehearsal.
Okay, and so how do you coordinate, the whole orchestra with all the actors and the crew?
The adults talk a lot. So the vocal director, Miss Butler, she and I are talking all the time about, this number has a tough dance sequence, so can I take it 15 beats slower? Or we need to cut this verse from something because it's just too long. Or the oboe solo is really hard. Can we skip over this thing? Like, we're just always talking throughout the show. The music team is talking all the time. And then with the tech directors and the cast director, we meet every 1 or 2 weeks just to talk in person and catch up and make sure everybody's on pace. But we're also, like, every day, every rehearsal comes with rehearsal reports that we share with each other. So we can see, like, nobody really cares about what we do. They just trust me to do the work and have the orchestra ready. But with each other, they're sharing, like, we need to add a prop here. We need to make sure that we have microphones for these people. We're changing this part of the costume for the cast member. And that's often shared.
Who are you playing?
My name is Emily Ashman, and I'm playing Fantine.
And how did you get the role of Fantine?
I got the role, the process started before winter break, and the directors gave us all the music, and so I had to spend a lot of time on my own working on it and just practicing a lot, and then eventually were auditions and callbacks. It was a very crazy week because of the rainstorm, but it all worked out, and we started rehearsals the 3rd week of January. I think. Yeah.
And once rehearsals start, what do they look like?
For this particular show, there's no speaking in it. It's all singing, so we have to learn all the songs first. And so we learn like the first bit of songs, and then we'll stage, and then it's kind of just a repeating cycle of that, while also like working on our characters and working on all that sort of things.
So how do you coordinate with the pit orchestra and stuff like that?
The pit orchestra, like I think end of February-ish, we'll start doing rehearsals with them. So we'll take a few times out of our own rehearsals by ourselves, and we'll go hang out with the pit orchestra, and we'll run things, and we'll work out all the little problems that we have, so we're all ready when tech comes in.
I'm Ryan Ottenreef. I am our production manager.
All right. And how long have you been doing that?
Well, production manager I've only been doing for this year, but I've been in stage since freshman year. Well, I normally start with like breaking it down and trying to figure out who's where and how much they're in the script, I guess, and from there just kind of figure out who I need to work with the most to coordinate things like headshots, programs, bios, everything. But it gets pretty.
So
production management is definitely more organizational, like doing things like the programs, figuring out posters, shirts, orders, like sometimes fundraising stuff, just general like organization of everything.
So what's like your time commitment to that outside of school?
Like
all
like all of my time. Like no, okay, not actually all of my time, but a good portion of my time. Like I'll do like homework and then I'll do stage stuff and then I'll have like a couple hours where I'm like fine, chilling out.
What keeps you dedicated to it? What makes you want to keep doing it?
Well, I've been doing like theater since or like 5th grade, I think.
Yeah.
Like consistently. But I think just the community is a really big like thing that like keeps me coming back. Like I think if the community was not good, I don't think I would return every year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I made a lot of friends there, and it's where we see each other most often. So.
Okay.